Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. Okay, it is officially rant time because it has been a long day, especially with all of the Rocksound 21 Pilots drama. In case you missed it, on Saturday, during Blurryface's 10th anniversary, Rocksound announced that they were releasing a tribute album called Blurryface Reborn, where 14 different artists were going to cover the songs off of Blurryface. Cool. Everyone's instantly hyped. Cool. More information on Monday? Absolutely. We will see you there. And today came along and they announced the 14 different artists covering the 14 different songs. They put out a little snippet of each one of the songs, just a brief little one. They announced that the album was going to come out on June 20th. They announced the price, and it became one of the most divisive topics amongst 21 Pilot fans in quite some time. You can't go on a social media and find anyone who agrees in general, but specifically agrees on the Blurryface Reborn's album. There is people who are hyped. There are people who are downright pissed about all of this. So people all day have been ranting. I've been reading a lot of Twitter comments, YouTube comments, Discord comments, Facebook comments, Instagram comments, and now it is my turn to rant. By far, the easiest thing to rant about first is we all thought it was going to be released today. I thought that, Dima thought that, many people thought it was going to be released today because of Rocksound's wording. When they announced it, they said Monday. That was it. And then the next day, they put up a little teaser. Monday. Everything led to Monday, including yesterday, Sunday, when they announced that the magazine and the CD were going to be for sale on Monday. Today came, and then the official announcement that it was for pre-order. Then it would be released on June 20th. Rocksound technically didn't lie. They said it'll be for sale on Monday, which a pre-order is putting it on sale. However, they phrased things very vaguely. We all thought that it was going to be, hey, CD is being released on Monday. That's the way it sounded like. That's the way they phrased it. Even though we should have known, because Rocksound does pre-orders all the time when they do their exclusive rock icon, sound icons, their magazine stuff. They always do pre-orders. So hypothetically, we should have known better. But indeed, Rocksound could have phrased things a whole lot better in regards to it's going to be available for a pre-order on Monday. That's the way you should have phrased it. It's going to be available for pre-order. We're going to announce the artists on Monday, then you can pre-order it. And controversially, this is the only thing I have an issue with Rocksound about, which, again, everyone's going to be coming for my head now. What about the fact that the album is $50, Justin? No, I definitely do hear you on that. However, it's only $50 because Rocksound is a British company. They are from the UK, which means you're going to pay for shipping, which at least for me is $20. So the price of the magazine when you go on the Rocksound website is $28. And you're not just getting a CD with this. You are getting a CD. You're getting a poster. You're getting a magazine. That's three things for $28. When you pay for shipping, it comes out to $48. You get $50 off of that, which is pricey. I'm not going to say that it's not. It's not an affordable thing for everyone. I acknowledge that. I'm a privileged boy who has the funds to purchase it. But everyone's acting like it's just a CD. That's $50. There's other considerations to take into it, like the cost of making the magazine, the posters you have to print, the CD. There are factors into the reason why it's a $28 thing, plus shipping. It's that's the thing. And also, no one's forcing anyone to buy it or listen to it. Like, yeah, it's a cool thing and all, and like people are bummed out, like, oh, I can't get this. It shouldn't be $50. But again, you're getting three things for that price. And again, I acknowledge not everyone can afford it. I bought one so that way we can do listen throughs on the channel. We can do reaction videos to them. And hypothetically, they shouldn't, like Rocksound says, that the Blurryface tribute album is going to be exclusive to a CD. However, I'm sure like most things in the world, it's going to be put up on YouTube where you're going to see the lyric videos. You're going to see artists cover this. And also, let's not forget, 21 Pilots did a Rocksound tribute album to My Chemical Romance. That's how we got the cover of Cancer. And it's available to listen on all streaming services. So you might see artists like James Marriott who will put the song as a single. Because that stuff like that does happen. And now we rant into the artist list. And this is where I need to say, this is entirely Rocksound. Rocksound put this album together. This is being released under the Rocksound label. And the main comment I see is, I've never heard of these artists before. Who in the world are they? I took a look at the MCR tribute album. I didn't recognize half of those artists except for Asking Alexandria, One OK Rock, because I've listened to them on the channel, and of course 21 Pilots. And by the fan logic, that means the compilation album must suck, because I don't know half of these artists, because not everyone wants to give these people a chance. This is an opportunity to listen to new artists, a new time to reach out and say, hey, I don't know who Royal Serpent is. Let me go listen to a couple of their songs. You might find your new favorite artist, guys. It's okay to branch out and listen to other things. And if you don't like the way they sound, don't listen to their stuff. Metallica did a thing called the Blacklist, and where they had 54 artists cover the songs off of the Black album, and most of them sucked. So and like that was expensive also. But the important thing is that 21 Pilots didn't pick the artists. This isn't completely Rocksound picked all of these artists, guys. 21 Pilots, this is a gift to them from Rocksound. It's a gift to them. It's not like 21 Pilots said, we're releasing this. This isn't a 21 Pilots release. This is not a release on Tyler Joseph's new label. These are independent small artists who need the exposure, who are going to benefit from being on a compilation album, which is why you're not seeing My Chemical Romance, Bring Me the Horizon, Boy Genius. You're not seeing Panic at the Disco, which people thought were going to be on there. You're not seeing these artists because, frankly, they don't need it. They're big enough. Why isn't Blue Brigade on there? Because they had a song that went on the Billboard charts. They don't need to be on this compilation album where these smaller artists can use the exposure. They can benefit from this. Back years ago, when they did it for MCR, 21 Pilots was one of those people. They just blew up and needed the exposure, and boom, there we are. That's where I wanted to go with this. So, people are complaining about the little snippets that were released earlier today that, oh, this doesn't sound like Heavy Dirty Soul. I don't recognize that as Lane Boy. Polarize sure doesn't sound like Polarize, and therefore it sucks. People seem to want one-to-one covers of the song, like, here's the singer of this band. He's going to sing over top of Stressed Out. No. One-to-one recreation covers, in my humble opinion, are absolutely boring. I love when the best covers are when artists take a song and put their own unique spin on it and becomes a completely new thing, a completely reimagined thing. Take a look at The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel, then Disturbed's cover of it. Completely different. You take Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You, and compare it to Prince. Take Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and that's a cover, and it's more well known than the original. There are many artists that do that, and they either turn out really good or and it's fine, because music is subjective. Music is not an objective thing where I can say, hey, that's really good. Hey, you should love this because of this reason. No, you're not going to like the music I like. I love Sleep Token. I love death metal. You are not going to like death metal. And that's completely okay. I'm not going to force you. And MCR fans complained that 21 Pilots cover of Cancer sounded boring and stale when it came out. People hated the cover of Cancer. And 21 Pilot fans, we all thought back. We were like, hey, no, we think it's really good. Like, it sucks you don't agree, but we all think it's good. And now we are becoming that subculture where, hey, here's a little present for 21 Pilots. We created this compilation album in celebration of their most successful album, Blurryface. It doesn't sound like Blurryface. No, it's not a one-for-one recreation. That sounds boring and stale. We're becoming like the MCR fans 10 years ago. And that is frustrating. We are becoming Dima, the physical manifestation of Dima when it comes to this stuff. And I hate to see it. Because that's not what we should be. We should be lifting artists up, which is what this is. And we are putting artists down because you don't like them. maybe there's some people you like. Maybe you are giving it a fair shake and like are checking out these artists and their discography, which was really cool of you and what you should be doing. The reason why we have a pre-order is that way you can go listen to it. You can go listen to these artists, take an appreciation. Then if you're like, I really want to hear them cover 21 Pilots, you can pre-order the thing, which again, $28 plus $20 shipping. And I think the most egregious thing to me, again, if people are going to complain about the covers, is that this is literally the thing 21 Pilots loves. They love fan art. There's a whole community devoted to click art. It's a very strong presence on everything. But as soon as we have independent artists doing compilation album that's literally click art present from Rocksound to the Pilots, we suddenly hate it. And maybe that's because the cover area of click art is very not looked on. Everyone's like, yeah, physical art's where it's at. I post a cover, it's like 5 likes. Here's a little squiggle, 20. But it's very frustrating to see. And again, I think Rocksound, they could have worded posts better. I thought they could have done things a bit better, but I'm excited for it. I'm very, very hyped for the compilation album. Very excited for the tribute. I think it's going to be a great listen. I'm looking forward to every single artist. I'm excited to hear and check out all these new artists I've never heard of or have listened to before. Very excited for James Marriott, of course. We love James Marriott, and you'll love James Marriott too, because we have him on the channel. Then again, I'm not forcing you. I'm not music subjective. If you don't like James Marriott, that is fine. I do not care. That's your prerogative, I guess. But that's my rant. I don't know if any of this made sense. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. There's someone outside the door. Better see who it is. But anyway, guys, rant over. Let me check over my notes. I did make notes on this to see if there is anything about it. Let's see. I'm hyped. I'm very excited. Pricing is $20 for shipping, which is a pain, which is what ruins it for people. People didn't get what they want on their wish list, but then again, as stated before, artists don't need it. Like Linkin Park, they don't need to be on it. They're too big to be on a 21 Pilots compilation album. Same thing with MCR. Same thing with MCR, guys. And I saw someone say, what's the point? They're not dead. Like, this stuff happens all the time. Metallica do it. And it's a big thing in the rock and metal community where, like, artists will, like, here's a compilation album of Black Sabbath or Dio or whatever. And, like, country artists will do it. So, it's fine. Anyway, guys, my rant's over. I don't know if I changed any opinions, but that's the rant. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Goodbye. And good night. More importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Why hasn't Blurryface tweeted today?